Time is limited now. One or two last question we'll take and then summarize, sir.
And I
One
will
is
give very quick answers.
Yeah,
Okay.
one is related to agri exports, sir. Very recently, government is also focusing on agri export, and focus is given on how do we create value out of agri product. And fortunately, agri production has been on a growth side. So, how do we take benefit of exports, agri export, if at all people are trying to move into agri export or they want to diversify into agri export? How can they take benefit?
Yeah. See, here I would like to point in short because primarily you have a constraint of time. Number one, Indian agri products have been generally going up. I'm not talking about a particular product. Fine. Okay. But uh, the trouble which is happening is that we do not have adequate. And another important thing which has happened is that APMC has been virtually dismantled. So farmers can take their product and go actually to
Hmm.
sell to the highest bidder and not get constrained by the APMC restrictions. The problem which is there is that we do not have enough of food processing capacity as yet. We do not have enough of storage capacity and reefer containers and refrigeration and reefer transportation system. Okay, that is refrigerated transportation system. As a result, a lot of perishable agri products could actually become stale and become rotten until and unless we immediately set up processing units and actually also set up these reefer containers and all. Now, for exporters, I would say if you're already in agri exports, I think some of you can concentrate on making the cold chain, making the storage facilities with all modern cold uh, maintenance facilities and all. You can talk in terms of just like trucks and all we have, so we can have reefer containers exporting the product. Now these are something which we require very urgently and very badly. We have, I'm not saying we do not have, but we do not have in adequate quantity, so that is to be done. This is one important part of the requirement which is there. We have to have processing capacity so that most of our products get bad, primarily because we keep it in the primary form. We do not process a mango to make it mango pulp. We do not process a guava to make it guava pulp. We keep a guava, we keep a mango, and after some time it perishes. So
Hmm.
that is something which has to be looked into. The other important thing, and this is very important, and my advice to all exporters, see, there is a phytosanitary condition and phytosanitary standards which are imposed by entire global community. Okay, so every food product which you export, okay, including mango, okay, you have to have certain standards, not only of production, but how do you produce back in the field, how do you pack it, how do you export it, etc., etc. Like 2 3 years back, mango exports were banned for United States. Later on they said that you have to do a radiation treatment in Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and then only you can export. So all those sorts of things are concerned. Now there are well set phytosanitary conditions and phytosanitary standards which are already there. We must all go and see those phytosanitary conditions. Please understand, food products are basically something which goes inside the body. People are doubly careful of the quality and standards. India is not thought to be of a very high quality nation. So what you have to do is that ensure that every quality standards is met. So we must be very sure of the quality standards. Now my fear is, and this is the last part, is that with COVID-19, the phytosanitary conditions may be revisited in certain countries, and there could be restrictions on import of food products and import of agricultural products. So we have to be very careful. Government has to be very careful in negotiating agri-trade into so as to ensure that yes, the phytosanitary conditions will all be adhered to, and the phytosanitary conditions will not be suddenly reworked so that the export goes down. I think the Exporters Association, APEDA, and all should have to take it up with the government to ensure that the phytosanitary conditions remain what it is, and India also should ensure, the exporter should ensure that the phytosanitary conditions should be adhered to. And please understand and please note that there is going to be tremendous amount of monitoring and supervision in importing food products in the days to come, because whenever there is a virus infection and all, people always feel that this virus may have entered through the food chain. So always the food chain will be affected.